Hello, everybody. I don't know why I made the thumbnail with this thing, but anyways, it was just in my hands. Why sport is not health? Of course, this will be related with our talks here about yoga and Paidawajan and ways to self-help uh, with many internal disease. So, uh, if you want to go from sick to healthy and try to heal yourself with physical sports exercises, sports like, I mean, that you are increasing your heart rate, increasing your breathing. I don't think this will lead to improvement in health. In my opinion, if you are just a lazy guy who has who does not have disease and start some sport exercise, you might feel improvement in your life. But if you are sick, you will not experience improvement in your disease. Many people will tell you that it is not like that, but this is a true lie. And if it was like that, uh, when you are in your best sports physical form, you will be in your best health form, right? But it is not like that. Actually, you can use sports to improve your health, but very little people can be that self-disciplined because uh, if you do this, if you make your sport exercises um, in in that manner that it's not too much, you see, something like physical exercises like a few squats, slow jogging, and stuff like that, they improve the health. But really, running, jumping a lot, playing like basketball, football, and other sports, they cannot help because they are too extreme for the body. And actually, and the biggest reason is because sports exercises actually do not unblock blocked energy. They can even make the blockages deeper. I make this video because yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I had a question in Instagram because I've uploaded one very acrobatic video in my personal Instagram, and a guy texted me, don't you think that you cured your premature ejaculation because you are so stretched from your dancing career? And my answer is were that I totally this is totally not true. I totally disagree with this statement because actually, when I was in my best shape, when I was winning a lot of jams here in my country and performed the best in my breakdancing career, my disease was at their worst level. You see, I ejaculated in a few seconds. I had super deep insomnia. I got uh, anxiety, and I got very big gaseous problem with the gastrointestinal tract, And I've trained every day, stretched every day, compete. And you see, when people saw you doing these crazy moves, they think, wow, this guy must be very healthy and very strong. But on inside, it's not like on the outside. On the inside, you are weak, weak-minded. You see, weak body, weak mind, a lot of disease. And in that time, I remember that my heart rate was 47, 48 when I'm not moving, like in a calm state. Hi, Vitaly. Nice to see you. And this means that I'm in very good sport shape, like 48, 47 beats per minute was my heart rate. Someone will say, wow, you are a very healthy person, but nothing to do with it, nothing like it, nothing like that. And since I've started from the day one with stretching, and years after that I started to slap more, things improved a lot, a lot from the day one. I mean, it is a very big myth that sports are good for the health. They can be very, very bad for the health. I actually even want that because I'm too addicted to dancing, and I can say that it definitely damages me. But I love dancing too much, and that's why I didn't stop because I can't. If I was able to stop, I would definitely do it. And yeah, so it is damaging, though. It is damaging, and that's why I always doubt that when some like fitness guru became so popular and start to think that he knows like everything and start to talk about for example our topics here: premature ejaculation, erection problems, and yeah, healing some disease with sport exercises. Most of the time it's not true. uh, let's talk a little bit about the sports physiology versus yoga and Paidewogen physiology, and we will end this video, but I need a few minutes. So what happened actually in sports is like you are in lack of oxygen. First of all, like in sports, you have outer goal. So you want to run faster, to score points. You have an opponent that you want to beat. So sports, your goal is in the outer world, and that's why you don't give a damn what is happening on inside, because your desire to reach that uh, outer goal is very big. You have a lot of adrenaline. You are super focused on achieving it, and that's why the changes in the body, you're not thinking about them, but they could be very bad for the body. And yeah, you have lack of oxygen because you need more oxygen than you intake. That's why when you make physical exercises, like intense physical exercises, you are breathing very fast because you need more oxygen. Your heart rates are increasing a lot, which could be some which could can make some exhaustion of the heart, and you produce a lot of toxins because of lack of oxygen. You need a lot of oxygen for your metabolism, but you don't intake that much, because you can't, um, and this leads to production of a lot of toxins, um, and these toxins enter the extracellular space and the lymph, then the blood. And another thing is that during sport exercises, you are having these micro traumas, like ruptures in the muscle fibers, ruptures in the ligaments, and these ruptures actually uh, are repaired with a lot of calcium, a lot of uh, substances, and your ligaments and your muscles became hard. And hard ligaments, hard muscles are not good providers of this chi, invisible energy. All these things cannot like improve some health problem, cannot make you go from sick to healthy. If you suffer from some sexual problem, sports itself will not help. But what is happening during yoga, during Paidao, so you have like, again, very fast movement of the lymph, but not because of you need it to survive, but just because you move it. Like from Lojin, you move your lymph a lot because your leg is lift up, and by the gravitation, the lymph is moving a lot. You're also opening all your joints, so everywhere you are straight, and the lymph can move very easily, not disturbing. You do not have you do not have you don't need more oxygen. You see, you are in comfort zone, and you are just making yourself longer. You're making your muscles and ligaments soft, and this is better for the blood supply, for the nerve supply, for the lymph supply. Better to have better drainage of the toxins accumulated in your tissues. And it's, as you see, totally different from the state you are while doing your sport exercise, not making CrossFit or something like that. And you see, don't get me wrong. I like physical exercises. I like sports, but in more intelligent way. And in combination with Paidao and yoga, sports exercises are like good combination, but only sport exercises themselves, without stretching, it is very intoxicating practice. Like only go to the gym and then go home, or go to play football or basketball and then go home. You see, snowboard, skiing, stuff like that. It is damaging for sure, in my opinion. And I'll say it again: I've never stopped my dancing career, and I still have my improvement. But before adding exactly this stretching, Lajin, and adding Paida, I didn't experience improvement in my disease. And what else I wanted to say about I mean, when I was dancing, you see, I'm stretching myself during the dancing, and I stretch myself a little bit before dancing. But this is nothing to do with Lajin, because Lajin is opening all your body, and it's happening super gentle, and you're taking your time on the bench. And as much as you lay on the bench, the much the changes are happening in your body. But in sports, your mind is totally in the outer world. You don't give a damn what is happening in your body. The positions that you take, you're changing them all the time, so you don't have stretching something in your body for a longer period of time, long period of time. But we do this when we stretch on the bench. And yeah, you should have some intelligent look on this, because when you go in YouTube or Instagram, most of the gurus will tell you to make some very excessive and weird exercises. Oh my God, I mean, there was never that bad as now. I see some super weird exercises. It's like the more weird and complicated the exercises look, the more they grab the attention of the audience, and the more the audience gets deeper and deeper in this lack of knowledge about the body. Actually, the health is way more simple than you imagine. You don't need complicated exercise. Totally the opposite. You need super simple exercises. You see, PyTheWorld is super simple. Stretch on the bench and slap all over your body. This is it. So I was also very surprised that this is the key, because breakdancing is a very complicated move, I mean, very complicated hobby. And I was wondering, okay, how can I be so blocked and in the same time make so complicated stuff? You see, I can spin on my head, jump on my arms, jump on my elbows, spinning around on my back, belly, everywhere. Like, I can stay in super crazy positions, and in the same time, I'm piece of crap. Why? How is this happening? And then I started with complicated exercises, and year by year, I made them simpler and simpler. And at the end of this journey, I found PyTheWorld, and now all I do for my health is one exercise, one stretching, like only one stretching. I just lay on the bench. Of course, sometimes I do the other Wojin stretches too as well, but it is just for add a little bit more variety in my daily routine, not because of it's more effective or anything else. And of course, I slap a lot. So let's see the chat. Vitali. So it's best way to do complete all body slapping exercise for lymph system circulation. Very good question. Of course, it is better. Of course, it's better to make the carpet bombing, so slap all over the body, because in this way you will if something is attached, for example, to the wall of the vessel, by slapping you can how is this? Detach it and detoxify yourself from it. And that's why you should slap everywhere, like at least once a year. But in the same time, you are moving the lymph very fast, no matter where you are slapping. So, for example, if you slap here, you are adding something like a heartbeat in this area. So this is something that always contracting with every slap, and with every slap you are moving the lymph a lot. So you are slapping and slapping and slapping, and every time you are moving the lymph and detoxifying yourself. Doesn't matter where you slap, if you slap right here or here. So Davon Kumali, long time no see, true brother. It is good to see you again. For you, save this life, my friend. It's almost 1 a.m. here in the United States. Okay. There is yeah. The time difference is big. I will save it. The name is Sport is Not Health, so you'll find it tomorrow. Have a good sleep. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Like, moving the lymph is happening when you're practicing PyTheWorld all the time, like a fontaine. You see, like the lymph is moving super fast when you are practicing PyTheWorld, and the detoxification effect is very big. In the sports, when you do physical exercises, you are again moving the lymph very fast, but in the same time you produce more toxins while sporting. But when you stretch on the bench, you are just detoxifying without producing more. Same as with PyDA. You are just making the detoxification process without the intoxication process. You see, this is the biggest difference. with sport and Gym. Many people who don't know about Gym and how effective it is, they detoxify themselves with fasting. Fasting is something good, but it is not my thing. So I don't feel comfortable to talk about it. Thank you, man. Thank you. It means a lot for me. Yeah. I'm happy that you appreciate my work, and this makes me continue doing it. It is a pleasure having a conversation with that intelligent people. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat. So yeah, about the where was I? I forgot my word. But yeah. Yeah, intoxication without detoxification without intoxication. Many people do this fasting because of this. So the fasting is kind of the same. So you are detoxifying yourself without producing new toxins from your activity. Without intaking more food, and from this food, of course, you have their nutrients, but in the same time you produce some metabolites that could happen to be toxins. So fasting is also that kind of way, but I do not practice it. I've tried a few times to add 1 day a week that I don't drink, I don't eat, do nothing. It's cool though. But to be honest, the healing effect is less than Gym, and it's many times lower than in Gym, in my opinion. But there are people who fast more, like they fast like 3 days in a row, or they only drink water for 7 days. But this requires that kind of discipline that I do not have it myself. And I'm a lot of like physical guy. I like physical exercises. I like feel the communication between my body and my intellect while making these physical exercises more. Like it's my thing. It's my thing. So I don't know about days in a row fasting. Maybe it unblocks very good. But it's not my thing. Yeah, my thing is Gym. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't think too much about the sport. If you love it, practice it, but in my opinion, you must be intelligent enough to add some practice like yoga and Gym to reduce the destroying effects on the body from from sports exercises. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.